Why are the wines from the Rhone Valley so fascinating? Well, there are several reasons, but one is the region's diversity in climate, terroir, and varieties cultivated. In this episode, Allison and I travel the Rhone from the north to the south as we learn more about food, wine, and culture of one of our favorite areas. We're sipping wine too. Don't worry about that. Enjoy the video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more. The Rhone River is one of the most iconic rivers in the world. From the Alps south of Lucerne, Switzerland, the river meanders through the vineyards of the Valais, the Savoie, the vineyard area from Vienne to Valence, and finally to the vineyards of the southern Rhone and the Midi. Although many consider the area one, it falls naturally into two parts, the northern Rhone and the southern Rhone. Each part has different climates and in general cultivates different grape varieties.
Currently, the total distance of the vineyards in the valley along the river is about 250 kilometers. 80% of the wine production in the region is red. Major varieties include Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre, Carignan, and Cinsault. Viognier, Marsanne, and Roussanne are the predominant white varieties. And as a whole, the Rhone Valley produces reds, whites, rosés, fortified wines, all that pair beautifully with every occasion and a wide range of foods.
That is right. The northern Rhone lies on the banks of the river between Vienne in the north and Valence in the south. As a whole, the vineyards are responsible for only 5% of of the total wine production of the Rhone Valley. Yet the northern vineyards produce wines of the highest reputation and often the highest prices. The valley in the northern Rhone is narrow and steep with vineyards on granite soil. They're planted close to the river and the best sites are facing south. Syrah is the only black variety permitted in the northern Rhone. And Viognier, Marsanne, and Roussanne, white varieties are permitted. They thrive in a continental climate and love the warm temperatures there. So I think, Allison, you have a wine from the northern Rhone?
I do. I have the Maison Les Alexandrines 2017 Saint Joseph. This, of course, as you said, is 100% Syrah because it's northern Rhone and the only red grape allowed there, or black variety. Anyway, it's a beautiful, deep red color. It's intense and rich. It's got a lot of notes of wild fruit, getting into kind of blackberry and black cherry. It's one of those beautiful wines. It's complex. It's got soft tannins. I'm feeling them on the tongue. It's got a power to it, but also a really beautiful elegance to it. It's kind of a balance. And I think that it's a wine that, I'm drinking it now. It's got about 5 years age on it. I think it's drinking perfectly right now. Just gorgeous. I mean, it's got, God, I just keep getting, that blackberry. I'm getting plum and red currant. As I go back, I'm getting a little tobacco, a little wood. I mean, it's got so many different layers of aromas and, just this nice kind of long finish that lingers in this beautifully elegant way. So gorgeous, gorgeous wine. I love it. I love this expression of Syrah.
Yes, northern Rhone represents.
Yes. So vineyards in the southern Rhone begin south of the town of Montélimar and are located in a wide swath on either side of the river until it passes south of Avignon. This large region produces about 95% of the total production, and the wines range from delicious everyday choices to those that are ultra premium. These wines are primarily red and based on Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre, otherwise known as a GSM, and known as Rhone blends. Minor white varieties include Colorette, Grenache Blanc, and Bourboulon. Many vineyards are planted on a flat landscape with the best sites on stony soils that absorb the sun's heat and warm the vineyard. And that Mediterranean climate offers mild winters and hot, dry summers because, that means that drought can be a little bit of a problem. Another thing that is pretty famous in this region are the heavy winds known as the Mistral that cause damage to the vines. And this happens because there are fewer slopes that protect the vineyards. But you know, there you go. And wine-wise, Cindy, you have a Southern Rhone?
I do. I have a lovely chateauneuf-du-pape from M. Chapoutier. It's called La Bernardine, 2015. This is $70. Chateauneuf-du-Pape. Oh my gosh. I have to wait to taste this until I explain a little bit about this. Chateauneuf-du-Pape sits towards the bottom of the Rhone Valley, the southern part, close to the border of Provence. And the name means Pope's New Castle. And it refers to the time when the seat of the Roman Catholic Church was in Avignon. It was like the early 1300s. The region has written records of vineyards dating back to the 1100s, but winemaking has been here longer than that. So this is full of history in this area. So look at this intense crimson red color. Oh, the complex nose with black currant and plum aromas. It's subtle though. It's not like completely jumping out because it's 2015. Roasted coffee, some espresso notes, cinnamon, cherry. Let's see what the palate is. Medium body, fresh, pure red fruit, juicy tannins. It's really so well balanced, very integrated, so approachable. I mean, $70. Yeah, it's $70, but this is a really good wine. It's predominantly Grenache, which is 5% each of Syrah and Mourvèdre. So yes, it's GSM, but it's very heavily weighted on the Grenache side. This wine can age 15 to 20 years. I couldn't wait more than 7, but I could have, if I wanted to. I would try this wine with, say, roasted chicken, maybe spice, vegetable-driven dishes, maybe Turkish food, Moroccan chicken tagine. I've made that before. This would be perfect with that. Smoky cauliflower steaks, endless. It's so balanced, just full-bodied and medium-bodied and just almost a full. It's delicious.
I would actually do a lot of the same pairings with this Syrah because there's this lovely kind of meaty quality to the wine.
Right.
This meaty elegance, you know, it's not heavy. And I think like, ooh, God, lamb sounds really good with this wine right now.
Yes. Doesn't count. Oh my gosh, it sounds great. Oh, well, it's not time for dinner quite yet, but we're getting there. So the major grapes though in the Rhone Valley, I think we've covered a few. Grenache is the leading grape of the Southern Rhone and is the dominant grape in most blends, just like my Chateauneuf-du-Pape. It has elegant cherry and raspberry flavors. And then we have Mourvèdre, which is the major blending grape of the Southern Rhone as well. And it gives structure and acidity to these blends and offers notes of that leather and game meat. But Syrah is the star in the north. And like you said, Allie, the bold spice, peppery notes, that's what shows up in the north. But in the south, Syrah is used in the blends like Chateauneuf-du-Pape, Gigondas, and Côte de Rhone.
And then for white wines, just as a recap, Viognier is the most aromatic white of the Rhone, but it's grown in small quantities in the north where it becomes Condrieu, which is delicious, and Chateau Grillé. In the southern Rhone, Viognier is the top Côte de Rhone in the Côte de Rhone wines. Marsanne is an important white grape in the northern Rhone. It's also used in the south where it's usually blended with other white grapes. And then Clairette is fresh and aromatic, and it's in almost all of the Côte de Rhone wines.
The Rhone Valley and its wines are so fascinating. I just really love this episode because I want to just taste more and more. There's so much diversity. So we hope you enjoyed our episode too. And you find a bottle from the Northern Rhone or Southern Rhone or both, and let us know what you found. So give our video a like. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more.
Cheers.